Hey everybody, Tin Man here. Welcome to my easy cooking channel. Today I'm going to do a crock-pot recipe that I came up with last week. I'm going to use fresh tomatoes from my garden for this. And what I have here is I have a 6-pound chicken, and what I'm going to do with that is clean it out, cut the wings off, and pull the skin off of it. That's the first thing I'm going to do. And then I'm going to put the tomatoes and some mushrooms in there with it. Now, if you don't have homegrown tomatoes or you don't have a lot of tomatoes, I would just use a can of spaghetti sauce for this. Just whatever brand of spaghetti sauce you like. So let me get that chicken prepped and then we'll get the stuff in there. So I just try to find the joint where the wing attaches here and cut through it. Sometimes it's kind of hard to find it, but there we go. I think I'm getting there. And then, once the wings are off, then we can just peel the skin off the chicken. And I saved the wings, and I'll cook these along with the liver and the heart. Get rid of the tail too, because that's kind of fatty. And just use the knife to help get rid of that skin, get it off of there. You're getting there. Just keep pulling, keep using the knife to work that skin off of there. We're getting almost done here. Okay, skinning that chicken took a few minutes and it's a little bit of work, but look at this. All that skin is full of fat. And look how much of that would be soaking in your soup. So by doing that, you're gonna have a lot better tasting soup this way. In my opinion, I mean, if you like chicken fat, hey, leave the skin on, but to me, it just tastes much better this way. Alright, my chicken is all skinned. That's really the hardest part of this. Now I'm going to put in, I guess about a half cup of water. And here's the tomatoes from the garden I cut up. That's about 10 tomatoes. And I used some that were more ripe than others just to kind of, you know, a little sweet and sour, maybe a little more flavor. I don't know. We'll see. And when I did this the other day, I thought that the skins might be kind of tough and chewy and I might have to pick them out, but they came out okay. So they seem to be fine that way. All right, putting in a package of white mushrooms. And the other day when I did this, I just did one package, but I really like mushrooms and it seemed like they shrink so much, so I'm going to put 2 packages. And these are baby bellas, so I got package of each. These are 8-ounce packages. Mushrooms are mainly water anyway. Those tomatoes are mainly water. Now we'll just season this a little bit. Probably some type of Italian seasoning might be good, but I don't have that, and to be honest, I'm not all that crazy about some of those seasonings anyway. So this is onion powder, and I like onion powder, and onion powder is pretty mild, so I'm putting quite a bit of that. Okay, and then garlic powder. I'll put some garlic powder, not as much garlic powder as onion powder. I guess that's pretty good. And I'm going to put some kosher salt. And I'm not going to salt it too much right now. I prefer to taste it at the end when it's done and then adjust the salt then. Okay, let me find my lid here. Alright, there we go. Here's my lid. Put the lid on and we'll turn it to high and we'll come back in a few hours. And then I'm also going to add some spinach to this, but that goes in at the end because you just want it to wilt in. If you put the spinach in there now, it would pretty much just disintegrate. You wouldn't even be able to tell there was any spinach in there. So we'll be back later. It's been about 4 hours, so let's open this up and see how it's doing here. Smells good. I just want that chicken tender enough where it's starting to fall off the bone, and then I have to pick all the bones out of there. It's getting pretty close. I think I can probably start pulling the bones out of there now. It's kind of hard to do because it's so darn hot, but that's what I'm going to do now. Picking these bones out is kind of a pain. I guess you could use boneless, skinless chicken breasts or even thighs, but I don't think you'd get as much flavor as you do cooking a whole chicken. Plus, a whole chicken is less expensive too. You get a lot of flavor from all that bone and everything that's on the carcass. Alright, that looks good. I think I got most of the bone out of there. And I tasted it, it's a bit bland, so I'm going to add a little bit of crushed red pepper flake. Sprinkle a little of that in. And also a little bit of sriracha sauce. Kind of kick it up a little bit. There we are. Sriracha sauce is good in soup. Okay, now the way I did this the other day, I just put spinach in there and we ate it just like that, with just the meat and the vegetables, and it's nice and low carb that way. But since I want to change it up, because I don't want to be eating the same exact thing again that we just were eating for a few days, I'm going to add a can of olives to that, and I'm going to add the juice and all, because I tasted it and it seems like it needs a little bit of salt, so that'll add some salt to it. And now we'll put our spinach in there, 2 handfuls. Spinach will kind of just wilt into there. So, and I think this is going to be kind of like a chicken cacciatore. What I'm going to do is finish putting some more spinach in there, and that looks good. But what I'm going to do is, I've got these noodles here. These are porcini mushroom noodles. And I'm going to boil some of these up, and we'll put this over these noodles. I think that'd be good. I'm not going to put the noodles in the crock pot because I've done that before, and what always seems to happen is they get overcooked and they get mushy and they soak up all the liquid. So I really don't like to use noodles in the crock pot. So I'm just going to put the lid back on there and let that spinach kind of wilt and kind of cook into it a little bit, and I'm going to get those noodles boiling. Before I get the noodles cooking, I just wanted to show you guys this. Look how nice those tomatoes cooked down. They just cooked in really, really well. And I was just tasting this broth. It has a lot of flavor since I put the sriracha in there. Man, that's really, really good. Okay, I guess I'll get those noodles cooking. But it turned out really, really well. I'm really happy with that. So I got this all plated up with some noodles, and I can't believe how good this turned out. And look at this. I was at the grocery outlet today, and I actually found some of this hard Parmesan cheese for like $1.50. I don't even know how you use this stuff. All I ever use is the shaker can stuff. So let me see if I can figure out how to grate some on there. Then we'll take a bite of it. Alright, I guess that's how you do it. It's working. This stuff tastes pretty dang good. Man, this is going to be awesome. Look at that. I think I outdid myself on this one. Holy moly. I can't wait to take a bite of this. There we are. That looks good. Yeah. I am really excited to taste this. It smells great. Oh man. That was awesome. You know, I cook a lot of stuff, and I do stuff that's, you know, usually turns out pretty good, but I outdid myself on this one, man. This is awesome. I'm excited. I can't believe how good this is. You know, I live near some pretty good Italian restaurants, but I'd put this up against anything they serve because this is dang good. I'm telling you guys. Hope you'll try it. Thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you next time. So how's that, babe?
I'll tell you right now. This is really good, babe. And I don't even eat noodles.
One of the better things I have made, don't you think?
I would say this is probably one of the top 3s that you made.
There you have it, folks. I hope you'll give it a try.
Very good, babe.
We'll talk to you next time.
I spilled on your...